Hey you, follow me.
Hey, let's all do it together.
Would you like to be guided by a boss or a leader?
So, what's the difference between a boss or a leader? A boss says, go. However, a leader says, let's go.
A boss only focuses on their personal growth, whereas a leader focuses on the team's growth along with their personal growth.
But it's important to learn the skill of management along with leadership. Now, what's management?
Management skills are telling the team the right things to do and ensuring that is being followed by them.
Leadership skill, however, the leader creates a path, walks by that path, and then guides the team to go by that path effectively.
To be a right leader, it is important to follow effective management and, more importantly, effective leadership.
Effective management without effective leadership is like straightening chairs on the Titanic.
However, to be a right leader, it is important to follow flexible styles of handling people based upon situations. The four styles of leadership are: first, leadership by direction, directing people on what needs to be done. Second, leadership by seduction, exciting them on what needs to be done. Third, leadership by association, showing them on how to do it. And fourth, leadership by delegation, empowering people on what needs to be done.
Now, I'm going to say about these four styles by sharing my experience. So let's start with the leadership by direction. Now, when I was in my childhood days, I seriously didn't want to go to school. So I threw all the tantrums and my parents directed me to go to school. And I had no option, no reason to not go to school.
Now, leadership by seduction. I'm going to explain this using my example. Now, during my school exams, I wasn't motivated enough to get high marks in my class. However, my father motivated me by saying that he would buy me a brand new bicycle if I had got the first rank in my school.
So now, the leadership by association. Now, I have a lot to tell about my experience. So, when I completed my 12th standard, so I had to choose on my career. And that is when my parents sat with me and told me the pros and cons of my decision, and also took inputs from various people who have already taken that path, and then gave me that freedom to take that decision and choose my career.
So for the fourth style, leadership by delegation, I have a wonderful experience of my own. So when I got my first job, I went to my parents, and my parents never asked me the salary breakup, or if there's a cab facility to the company, or if the company can be shifted close to my house. My parents empowered me enough to take the decision on my own, and they just told me the decision is yours because life is yours.
However, we must not be in a comfort zone in any of these styles. We must learn to adapt, adjust, and accommodate in any of the situations.
Now, let me tell you how a correct leadership style can be used incorrectly. For example, when I was studying for my school exams, if my parents had scolded me to study for the exams, I would never have been motivated enough to study for my school exams and get my rank.
Another funny example I can give, where a correct leadership but in a wrong environment is, imagine if my parents would have told me, see, life is yours, choice is yours, so you can decide whether you want to go to school or not. When I was a small child, how would that be?
However, only focusing on one type of leadership makes us a boss.
So you decide, what kind of a leader do you want to be?